Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Uh, it's a long break. Yes, when I did my last translation. Uh, let's see when it happened. When it happened. When it was happen. When it was happen. Oh, 5 days ago. Okay, let's check our image and sound. Last translation. Let's see when it happened. When it happened. When it was happen. When it was happen. Okay, it's okay. Today we continue our pronunciation course. Our pronunciation course. Oh, guys, I did a lot of job about pronunciation of vowels of vowel sounds. I did a lot of job. I did a lot. I don't know, lot or lot. A lot of job about pronunciation, about the pronunciation of vowel sounds. I show you something. I show you something, guys. Okay, my daily activity for last 5 days, and I read some book. I read one book actually. I read part of this book of this book. I read a part of this book of this book. My God. Okay, and I spent a lot of time about it. I close it. Okay. And the other part of my job is so sorry guys, I need to show you my desktop. Yeah, yes, here it is. I read stop. I read a book, but particular part of my book, atomic habits. Okay, and I did a lot of job about pronunciation of vowel sounds. Okay, but unfortunately I have a very poor practice about speaking, and that is why we need to do our conversation. Okay. It's difficult. I mean what I mean. What I mean. It's difficult. It's difficult to understand the pronunciation of vowel sounds. But I think I did a progress. I think I have good progress about that. but I need more practice, more pronunciation practice. Today we start sound. We start learn pronunciation of F sound and V. Oh, where is my friend Paul Gruber? Where is he? Excellent pronunciation. Just a moment, guys. Just a moment, guys. Okay, let's start from watching this video, but you only could listen this video because it's illegal, I think, but you can find this video in link under my video on VK.
The American dream does not come to those who fall asleep.
Be understood. Okay.
Hi, welcome
Hi,
back. Again,
welcome
my
back.
name is Paul Gruber, and this is the Pronunciation Workshop's 4th training session. I hope things have been going well. Today we will cover F and V sounds, as well as SH and voiced SH sounds.
SH and voiced SH.
Just a reminder, all of the material covered in these videos are also printed in your training manual for practicing later on. Let's get started. In the last session, we talked about air friction with TH sounds, that the sound is made with air friction. Well, today we're going to talk about air friction again, but this time it is with F and V sounds. The F and V are paired consonants, and they are both produced exactly the same way, except the F sound is unvoiced and the V sound is voiced. They are both produced by contacting your upper teeth to your lower lip. It sort of feels like you're biting down on your lower lip. Va, 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 like that. Now remember, all that voicing means is that your vocal cords here in your throat are vibrating and making a sound. So the F sound is unvoiced and sounds like this. And the V sound is voiced and sounds like this. Correctly pronouncing these sounds will make your speech much clearer and you more intelligible. Like the TH sounds from the last session, F's and V's are friction sounds and are not that loud. So we stretch these sounds out a little bit so they can be clearly heard. Let's start by looking at the F sound in the word foot. Now, many foreign speakers may use the right positioning by biting down on their lower lip, but they still keep the F very short and they don't create air friction. Therefore, you do not hear the F clearly and it sounds like foot. That's no good. Let me show you what you need to do. First, think of the word as having 2 beats. 1, 2. Hold the F sound for the first full beat. Foot. Like that. Do it again. Foot. Do you see how long I am holding that F?
Just a moment.
Foot. Like foot. Like that. Do it again. Foot. Do you see how long I am holding that F? Now I know that's a little bit exaggerated, but you get the idea. You need to hear the air friction. When practicing, try to give the F 1 beat. Foot. Let's work with words beginning with the letter F. Here we go. Find. Finally. Family. Freedom with a strong R. Freedom. Laugh. Notice the GH combination in that word. Laugh. Telephone. Notice the PH combination in that word is also pronounced as an F. Telephone. It's the same thing in this next word. Symphony. This is a tricky one because
Symphony.
you've got the M sound followed by an F sound. Symphony.
Symphony.
And the last word,
Symphony.
rough. Notice the
Rough.
GH combination in that word.
Rough. Rough.
Let's work
Okay.
on this paragraph.
Okay, let's try to read once again by myself. Find, 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 finally, 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 finally. You see, guys, we have a schwa, I know they sound now, but I have a poor practice, poor practice about these sound, but I know how to produce them. Okay, finally, family, 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 free, 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 freedom, 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 freedom. Telephone, 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 te, 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 telephone, 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 telephone or telephone, 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 telephone. Okay. Symphony, 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 sim, 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 symphony, 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 rough, 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 find, finally, family, 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 free, 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 freedom, 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 free, freedom, 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 laugh, 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 telephone, 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 te, 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 telephone, laugh, 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 symphony, telephone, 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 symphony, 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 rough, 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 find, finally, family, 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 not family, family, not family, 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 freedom, free, 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 freedom, freedom, free, free, freedom, 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 laugh, 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 telephone, 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 symphony, 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 rough, 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 find, finally, family, freedom, 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 laugh, laugh, telephone, 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 symphony, 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 rough. Okay, Paul, what about you? Tell me something, Paul, please.
Work with words beginning with the letter F. Here we go. Find.
Okay.
Work with words beginning with the letter F. Here we go. Find.
Find.
Finally.
Finally. Okay.
Work with words beginning with the letter F. Here we go. Find.
Find.
Finally.
Finally. Finally. Family. 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 Family.
Family.
Family. Not family. Family.
Freedom.
Freedom. Freedom. Freedom.
With a strong R. Freedom.
Freedom.
Freedom. With a work with words beginning with the letter F. Here we go. Find.
Find.
Finally.
Guys, I want to slow down a little bit.
Work with words beginning with the letter F. Here we go. Find.
Find.
Finally.
Finally.
Family.
Family. Family.
Freedom.
Freedom.
With a
Family. 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 Freedom. Freedom. Freedom.
strong R. Freedom.
Freedom. Freedom. Freedom. Freedom. Freedom. Freedom. Freedom. Freedom. Freedom. Free. 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 Freedom. Free. 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 Freedom. 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 It's difficult word, yes, guys. Freedom. Because we have pardon, then we have a strong R, and we have a E sound, E. It's a long E. Free, 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 freedom, 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 free, 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 freedom, 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 freedom. It's not E, yes, it's E. It's not E, 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 E. It's E, E. Freedom, 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 freedom. Family, 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 family. Okay. Laugh, laugh, laugh. Telephone, telephone, telephone. Okay. Paul, can you? Oh my God. Oh, sorry guys. Sorry guys. I'm so tired. Like always. Always. Paul, I'm waiting you.
Laugh.
Laugh.
Notice the GH combination in that word. Laugh.
Laugh.
Telephone. Notice telephone. Telephone. Notice telephone. Notice the PH combination. Telephone. Telephone. No.
Telephone. 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 Not telephone. 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 Telephone.
Notice the telephone.
Telephone.
Notice the
Telephone.
PH. Telephone. Telephone. No. Telephone. Telephone. Notice the PH combination in that word is also pronounced as an F. Telephone.
Telephone.
It's the same thing in this.
Symphony. Family. 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 Mali, family, 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 family. Oh my God. Okay. Paul. Oh, Paul.
This next word, symphony.
Funny.
This is a tricky one because you've got the M sound followed by an F sound. Symphony.
Symphony.
And the last word, rough.
Rough.
Notice
Rough.
the GH combination in that word.
Rough.
Rough.
Rough. Rough.
Let's work on this paragraph.
Okay.
Do you feel like a physical wreck?
Like a physical wreck?
Are you fed up with your feeling of
or
fatigue?
Okay. Do you feel? Do you? Do you? Do you? Do you? Do do do? Do you? Do you feel? Feel? Do you feel? Do you feel? Do you feel? 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 Do you feel? Do you feel? Cheese, cheese, cheese. Do you feel? Do you feel like a like a physical wreck? Physical, 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 physical. Fizzy, 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 z, 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 fizzy, physical, physical, physical wreck, 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 physical wreck, wreck. Do you feel physical wreck? Do you, do you, do you, do you, do you, do you, do you feel, do you feel, do you feel, do you feel, do you feel like a physical wreck? Do you feel like a physical wreck? Physical, physical. Do you feel like a physical wreck? Do you feel like a physical wreck? Do you feel like a physical wreck? Do you feel like a physical physical wreck? Do you feel like a 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 physical wreck? Wreck, 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 wreck. Do you do you do you do you do you feel do you feel do you feel do you feel like a physical wreck? Do you feel like a physical wreck? Do you feel 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 like a physical wreck? Do you feel like a physical wreck? Okay. Are you fit? Are you you are you fed fed up? Are you fed up with 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 your with your feeling 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 fe, 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 feeling 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 of fat, fatigue 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 of fatigue. Are you fit? Are you fit? Are you fat? Are you fat? Are are you fed up with your your this sound I try to read you, I mean this one. Your 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 okay, I want your. Are you fed up? Are you fed? Are you fed up? Are you fed up? Are you fed up with your feeling feel feeling 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 of fatigue 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 oh my god, Paul, can you help me?
And next word. And the last, feel like a physical wreck. Are you fed up with your feeling of feel like a physical wreck? Are you fed up with your feeling of fatigue? Feel, and the last word, rough.
Rough.
Notice the GH combination in that word. Rough.
Rough. Rough.
Let's work on this paragraph.
Do you
feel like a physical wreck? Are you fed up with your feeling of fatigue? Feel
fatigue, 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 fatigue. What is mean fatigue? Fatigue. Oh guys, I'm so tired with this pronunciation. Fatigue. 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 Fatigue.
Fatigue. Fatigue.
Fatigue. Fatigue.
Fatigue.
Fatigue. Fatigue. Fatigue. Fatigue. Okay, fatigue.
Fatigue.
Fatigue. Fatigue.
Fatigue.
Fatigue. Okay.
like a physical wreck? Are you fed up with your feeling of fatigue?
Are you fed up with your
Feel like a physical wreck? Are you fed up with your feeling of fatigue,
fatigue, fatigue, fatigue, fatigue, fatigue, fatigue, fatigue, fatigue. Are you fed up with your feeling of fatigue? Are you fed? Are you fed? Fed? Are you fed up? Are you fed up with? Are you fed up with your feeling of fatigue? Fatigue. Are you fed up with your feeling of fatigue? Do you feel like a physical wreck? Do you feel, do you feel, do you feel, uh, do you feel like a physical wreck? Physical wreck. Are you fed up? Are you fed? Are you fed up with your feeling? Feeling of fatigue, 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 fa, 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 fatigue, 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 feeling, fa, 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 fatigue, feeling of, okay. Have you had enough? Had you had enough? Had you have you had enough? Enough? Had you have you had have you had in enough 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 of feeling 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 rough rough. Uh, have you had enough in have you had enough of feeling rough? Okay, Paul, tell me for me something. Tell me for me something.
have you had
enough
of
feeling
rough enough? Feel like a physical wreck? Are you fed up with your feeling of fatigue? Have you had enough of feeling enough of enough of feeling enough? Feel like a physical wreck? Are you fed up with your feeling of fatigue? Have you had enough of feeling rough?
Enough.
Why don't you fight fever with Pharaoh's?
Enough. 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 Have. Had. Have you had have you had enough enough have you had enough what enough of feeling 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 feel 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 feeling feeling feel feel feeling 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 are you have you had enough of feeling rough? Have you had have you had enough 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 of feeling feeling rough. Have you had enough of feeling rough? Why don't you find why don't why don't why don't you why don't you fight fever fever why don't you fight fever 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 nice to meet you guys. Fever 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 how he pronounces this fever fever
Enough of feeling rough.
feeling rough.
Why don't you fight fever with
fever? It's not strong R. Fever. 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 Fever.
fair enough of feeling rough?
Why don't you fight?
Why don't you fight fever with Pharaoh?
Fever, why don't you fight fever, 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 fever? Oh my God! I want to. I want to look pronunciation of this word in fever in YouTube on YouTube. Fever, fever, fever. Fever, fever, fever. Okay, fever, 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 fever. Okay, fever. Why? Why don't you fight fever with pharaohs, French, 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 Pharaoh, Pharaoh's friend. Why? Why don't you fight fever with? Why don't you fight fever with Pharaoh's friend? Why don't you fight fever with? Why don't you fight fever with Pharaoh's friend? Why don't you fight fever with Pharaoh's friend? Pharaoh's. Why don't you fight fever with Pharaoh's friend? Pharaoh's friend. Why don't you fight fever with Pharaoh's friend? Why don't you fight fever with Pharaoh's friend? Why don't you fight fever with Pharaoh's friend? With Pharaoh's, with Pharaoh's friend, friend. Why don't you fight fever with Pharaoh's friend? Pharaoh's. Why don't you fight fever with Pharaoh's friend? 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 Why? Why don't you fight fever with Pharaoh's friend? 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 With what? Why don't you fight fever with Pharaoh's friend? 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 Why don't you fight fevers? Why don't you fight fever with Pharaoh's friend? Why don't you fight fever with why don't you fight fever with Pharaoh's friend? Why don't you fight fever with Pharaoh's friend? Why don't you fight fevers with Pharaoh's friend? Why don't you fight fever with Pharaoh's friend? Okay, Paul, what about you? Can you repeat for me?
Enough of feeling rough?
Of feeling rough?
Why don't you fight fever with Pharaoh's friend? Enough of feeling rough? Why don't you fight fever with Pharaoh's friend? A medicine.
A medicine that is tough on flu. A medicine, a medicine, a medicine, a medicine that is tough on flu. A medicine that is tough on flu. A medicine that is tough on flu. A medicine, a medicine. How it's pronounced? A medicine, 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 a medicine that is tough on flu, on flu. A medicine that is tough on flu. A medicine that is tough on flu. Oh, guys, how long are we studying? Oh, it's almost 1 hour. Okay. Where is my a medicine, a medicine, a medicine that is tough on flu. Tough on flu. Tough on flu. A medicine that is tough on flu. A medicine that is tough on flu. Okay, Paul, can you repeat for me? Can you repeat for me, please?
Enough of feeling rough?
Why don't you fight?
Why don't you fight fever with Pharaoh's friend? A medicine that is tough that is tough enough of feeling rough? Why don't you fight fever with Pharaoh's friend. A medicine that is tough on flu.
A medicine. Okay, and what about Google? Google medicine.
Medicine. Medicine. Medicine.
Medicine.
Medicine.
Medicine. Huh. Medicine or medicine? Medicine. Medicine. Hmm. Okay.
Hi there, Jennifer from Charles Speech with your diagnosing, treatment, or prevention of disease in Wisconsin or a street in New York City. So we have our words medicine and Madison. 3 beats in each of these words, and each word is going to end with the same 2 syllables.
Medicine.
So let's knock that out. We have the short the schwa syllable,
Medicine.
and then we end with syllable 3, which is sin. We start with the S. Tip of the tongue is either pointed down or behind the top front teeth. It is not touching. Air continues to move out. We're going to have a relaxed mouth for that short and then the tip of your tongue touches the back of your top front teeth for that N as the sin. Think of as long as it is quick.
Oh my God, medicine. A medicine that is tough on flu. Okay, Paul.
Flu. That is tough on flu. That is tough on flu. That is tough on flu.
On flu. That is tough on. That is tough on flu. That is tough on flu. That is tough on flu. That is tough on. That is tough on flu. That is tough on flu. That is tough on flu. Tough on flu. A medicine that is 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 tough on flu. Tough tough on flu. A medicine that is tough on flu. A medicine that is tough on flu. A medicine that a medicine that is tough on flu. Tough on flu. A medicine that is tough on flu. A medicine that is tough on flu. That is tough. That is tough on flu. That is tough on flu. A medicine 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 that is tough on flu. Medicine. A medicine that is tough on flu. A medicine that is tough on flu. Okay. Paul.
Very good.
Very, very good.
Okay, now let's talk about the V sound.
V sound. Okay, let's repeat our common phrases. Phrases. Find, finally, family, family, freedom, freedom, laugh, telephone, symphony, rough, find, finally, not family, family, freedom, laugh, telephone, symphony, rough, find, finally, finally, family, not family, family, freedom, laugh, or laugh, freedom, laugh, telephone, symphony, rough, find, finally, family, find, finally, family, freedom, laugh, telephone, symphony, rough, find, finally, finally, find, finally, family, find, finally, family, freedom, laugh, telephone, symphony, rough, find, finally, family, freedom, freedom, laugh, telephone, 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 symphony, 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 rough, find, finally, family, freedom, laugh, 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 telephone, 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 symphony, 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 rough, find, finally, finally, find, finally, family, freedom, laugh, telephone, symphony, rough, find, finally, family, freedom, 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 laugh, laugh, laugh. Why are you laugh? Why are you laugh? Laugh, laugh. Find, finally, family, family, family. Find, finally, family, freedom, 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 freedom. Laugh, 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 laugh. Telephone, 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 telephone. What is your telephone number? What is your telephone? What is your telephone number? What is your telephone number? What is your telephone number? Telephone. What is your telephone number? What is your telephone number? Telephone, telephone. What is your telephone number? What is your telephone number? What is your telephone number? Symphony, symphony, symphony. Rough. What does mean rough? I want to know what does mean rough. Whoa, 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 whoa. Rough, rough, rough. Ah, rough. It's like root, rough, rough.
rough,
Okay, find, finally, 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 find, finally, family, family. My family. I have a family. I have a family. Family, 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 family. So many new words. Family.
family, family,
Family. UK.
family,
Family.
family,
Family. 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 Okay. Family. I have a family. 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 Not family. Before that moment I think it's a family. 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 Not family. Family. I have a family. I have a family. Family. Finally, I have a family. Family. Finally, I have a family. Finally, 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 I have a family. Family, I have a family. Finally, I have a family. Finally, I have a family. I find. Finally, I find. Finally, I find my family. Finally, I find my family. Finally, 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 I find my find my family. Finally I find my family. Finally I find my family. Family. Finally I find my family. 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 Finally, I find my 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 family. My family. Family. Finally, I find my family. Finally, I find my family. Family. Finally, I find my family. Finally, I find my family. Finally, I find my family. Family. Finally, family. Freedom. Freedom. Laugh. Find, finally, family, freedom, laugh, not laugh, 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 laugh. You have so wonderful, wonderful. You have so wonderful, laugh. You have so wonderful laugh. You have so wonderful, wonderful laugh. Wonderful laugh. Find, finally, family. Family. Find, finally, family. Find, finally, family, freedom, freedom, free, it's free, you are free, freedom, family, family. Find, finally, family, freedom, laugh, family, laugh, family, freedom, laugh, telephone, telephone. What is your telephone? Telephone number. What is your telephone? What is your telephone number? Telephone. What is your telephone number? What is your telephone? Telephone number. What is your telephone number? What is your telephone? Telephone. What is your telephone number? Symphony. Rough. Find, finally, family, freedom, laugh, telephone, symphony, rough. Find, finally, family, freedom. Find, finally, family, freedom, find, finally, family, freedom, laugh. Find, finally, family, freedom, laugh, telephone, symphony, rough. Find, finally, family, freedom, laugh, not laugh, laugh. Find, finally, family. Find, finally, family, freedom, freedom. Find, finally, family. Find, finally, family, freedom, laugh, telephone, 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 symphony, rough. Find, finally, family, freedom, laugh, telephone, symphony, rough. Find, finally, family, family, freedom, laugh, telephone, symphony, rough, find, finally, family, freedom, laugh, telephone, symphony, rough, find, finally, family, freedom, laugh, telephone, symphony, rough, find, finally, family, freedom, laugh, not laugh, laugh, find, finally, find, finally, family, freedom, laugh, telephone, symphony, rough, find, finally, family, find, finally, family, freedom, laugh, telephone, symphony, rough, find, finally, family, freedom, laugh. Okay, I write down this word 10 times, maybe, and pronounce it. Laugh. Yes, it's L-A-U-G-H. Laugh. Two. Laugh. What is the day? What is the day today? What is the day today? 23 of January. 23 20 20 20 23 23 day 23 January and 23 year. Okay, laugh 1 2 3 4 5 laugh. Oh, okay, laugh laugh 1 2 3 4 and 5 laugh find finally. Okay, find finally family freedom laugh telephone symphony rough find finally family freedom laugh find finally family freedom laugh telephone symphony rough find finally family freedom laugh telephone symphony rough. Oh, find finally family find finally family find finally family freedom laugh telephone symphony rough find finally family freedom laugh telephone symphony rough find finally family freedom laugh telephone symphony rough find finally family freedom laugh find find finally family freedom laugh telephone symphony rough. Find finally family freedom laugh telephone symphony rough 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 find finally family freedom laugh telephone symphony, rough, find, finally, family, family, freedom, 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 freedom. Find, finally, family, freedom, love, telephone symphony, rough, find, finally, family, freedom, love, laugh, find, find, finally, family, freedom, laugh, telephone symphony, rough, find, finally, family, freedom, laugh, telephone symphony, rough, find, finally, family, freedom, laugh, telephone symphony, rough, find, finally, family, freedom, laugh, laugh, telephone symphony, rough, find, finally, family, freedom, laugh, telephone symphony, rough, find, finally, family, freedom, laugh, telephone symphony, rough, find, finally, family, freedom, laugh, telephone symphony, right. Find, finally, family, freedom, freedom, find, finally, family, freedom, laugh, telephone symphony, rough, 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 find, finally, family, freedom, freedom, love, freedom, laugh, freedom, laugh, freedom, laugh, freedom, 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 love, freedom, laugh, freedom, laugh, freedom, laugh, freedom, laugh, freedom, freedom, laugh, freedom, laugh, freedom, laugh, find, finally, family, freedom, laugh, telephone symphony, rough, 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 find, finally, family, freedom, laugh, telephone symphony, rough. Okay, guys, I need to do a short break. Okay, for 5 minutes.